Welcome back to the channel, YouTubers. Thank you for viewing today. Today, as the title of the video will tell you, we're here to speak about the unfortunate passing of Jota da Silva, better known as Diogo Jota. Now, many have probably done their background research and know that he's actually official surname, but he preferred to be called Diogo Jota in respect for past greats of the game that share similar names. Now, it's nearly a week. We are now on Tuesday in July. We know it was unfortunately the morning of the 3rd of July. He unfortunately left us during a unfortunate traffic incident. News coming back, as everyone knows, it was a tire blowout in a Lamborghini, and I'm going to touch on sports cars and plays driving a little later in the video. It's a short video today, by the way, guys, but I just thought let me share my personal tribute as well and try to tackle areas that all over social media are not many people really talking about, whether they they're scared or they don't want to touch on it or it's delicate. But Diogo Jota, the man. Let's talk about the man. And I'm going to keep looking down. So if you see me looking down, just looking at my notes. I want to make sure we cover as much as we can in this video today. Diogo Jota, the man, as we know, was 28. And he was survived by 3 of his children. And the tragic thing is the man had a mum who's lost 2 sons. Because as we know, his brother, Andre da Silva, also perished in the same car accident. So there is a woman out there right now who's lost 2 sons, right? There's children right now that's lost a father and an uncle. There's a family that's lost a member. Now, any death at any time, people, is going to be tough to take. But when, if the person's elder, it hurts. But, you expect if you're in the 80s or 90s, the time is coming. About 28, he was just living his life. He was living that dream that many football fans, many football supporters want to live. He won trophies. He achieved so much. And it was clear there was so much more he was about to achieve. So just as I just said, he was 28. And outside of football, he achieved so much more. There's so much things coming out now that charities are supported. He invested in a women's game, or took an interest. And some people say he invested, but of course, through research, you'll see the things he's done for the women's game. He participated in esports. I mean, all of this you can get online, but I'm just trying to now compress it down into a video so you realize the impact a man's life can have. And that's any man, not just a footballer, but especially someone who's in the public. Like, he's done a lot of positive with that exposure. And Jota, the man, will be surely missed by his family and the people of Portugal. And his family and the people of Portugal will feel this the most. Not that football clubs, Liverpool, Wolverhampton, Porto, and I keep forgetting the name, is Pascal Ferreira. Let me just check this up. Sorry guys, I don't want to disrespect that club. Yes, Pascal de Ferreira. They're going to feel it. That's not to say they won't, but the family will feel it, and Portugal's national team will feel it, because these are the people that he was in constant contact with. These are the people he interacted with daily. So the subjects, all these subjects, guys, I just want you to, again, see the scope of it, see the full meat of this, because there's a lot of things that I'm going to cover in this video, in a short video, that I've not heard of in social media. And I hope some people hear it and understand it and take it on board and can use this in their own life. So Diogo Jota was known as a footballer, and he played, as I just mentioned, for Pascal de Ferreira, his youth club, his first club. Moving on to Atletico Madrid, Porto, Wolverhampton, and ended his career at Liverpool. Well, his career came to an end, an abrupt end at Liverpool. Now, everywhere he went, he scored. He was a great success. I'm going to touch on to his honest shortly. But with over nearly 400 appearances, well over 333 goals for club and country. No, for I think it was about 140 plus, so nearly 150 goals for club and country. He achieved a lot, ladies and gentlemen, and he will be surely missed. And that's to go through his honours, guys. I'm gonna go through these so I'm accurate. Wolverhampton fans will love this guy because Wolverhampton, as you know, were in the Championship. His goals, his contribution, got them into the Premier League, and this was in the 2017-2018 season. And so Wolverhampton fans are going to miss him as much as the Liverpool fans were, because with Liverpool, as we know, he won the Premier League, he won the FA Cup, he won the EFL Cup, and was a runner-up, Champions League runner-up. But here's the key things which hurt more, is that he just recently won the Premier League, as we all know, and he also won the National League with Portugal. So his Portugal teammates are going to feel it the most, because they're his compadres, they're his brothers, they share, national, they're from the same national team, they share heritage with Jota da Silva. With Liverpool winning the Premier League all of 5-6 weeks ago, however long it was, and then shortly after winning the National League and then getting married. This is what I was mentioning earlier. He lived that dream. He done the things that all of us would love to do. Play for your country. I would love to play for my beloved Dominica, and then, play for my beloved Liverpool and win stuff with them, and, marry or, do something significant in my life. And he done it. But unfortunately, he left us. And that's the impact it's going to have on all of us, because as passionate football fans, we are going to feel it. Because, again, I mentioned the clubs he played for and the honours he won with these clubs and his club countrymen. The key thing here is he had an impact. Everywhere he went, he was successful. He had a massive impact. Now, many footballers, they play for their country, play for their club, and they'll be remembered. And we will remember them for what they've done for their club. But Jota did that. This went a little bit more. He done so much more. Now, what I want to actually touch on today, and to bring my whole point home, is we know about the player, we know about his success, but if anybody has looked deeper into this, they realize he was advised by doctors not to fly. So he had to drive through Portugal, through Spain. Final destination was going to be a port in Spain where he was going to ferry it to England. He was on his way back to Liverpool training, it's been known. Now, here's the key thing I want to touch on. Players are overplayed. Some people say they're overpaid, but they play a lot of football. Now, yes, doctor's advice, he was advised to drive. Now, here's the thing. They play 38 league games. They play, depending how far they get in the cups, they can play 8 games in the League Cup. They can play a further 8, 9, or is it 10, depending on where you start in the cup. With replays, they can play anything between 6 to 10 games. Then you've got the Champions League. Then you've got friendlies. Then you've got internationals. These footballers are under a lot of stress. Now, this is not to blame the club or the country or anyone, but he's in a rush back to go to training. And this is something that a lot of us don't realize, is that these footballers are consistently under lots of stress. They're human beings, is what I'm trying to express here. And this is not the first car crash involving a footballer. There's quite a few times, and we just brush it off. They crash an expensive car, for a Ferrari or BMW or something. I mean, just there was a West Ham footballer, I think it's Antonio, that was out injured for a while due to a car crash. So my stress would be to the FA, to the Premier League, to UEFA, and Portugal's national team, their national association. Can we please take care of these players? These players, I don't know, some clubs have protocols while others don't. We hear about the ones, certain clubs don't want players driving up in flashy cars to training. They want them, to be a bit modest. And the other clubs have protocols of, they just want them to be driven by the club to training, whatever. So different clubs have protocols. And the point I'm trying to get to here, there needs to be a protocol that, especially with sports cars, that players have a driver. They're escorted to and from training, or on his way back from when Jota here, on his way back from Spain, he should have been escorted because he was with his brother in a Lamborghini. Of course, they're brothers, they're driving, you know what I mean? They're living their life. But it's unfortunate that there was a tire blowout, and it's unfortunate how it ended. But I hope the relevant football associations wake up now and realize these players do need to be protected a bit further. And unfortunately, I'm praying it's not just this incident that wakes them up. I'm hoping that they look at and it's happening more regular now, where footballers are getting into car crashes for various amount of reasons, and they should be protected because they do give a lot to the club. Like I say, if you're playing all those games, you're doing a lot of training, and you're giving yourself a lot of time. You're giving the club a lot of time. You're giving the country a lot of time. And this is the key thing people don't realize. It's their job. This is their job. So when we're ready to swear at them and curse them out when they don't do well, but we're going to praise them and hold them up so high when they do well, remember, it is their job. They are human beings. They should be better protected. So I'm hoping the relevant football associations sit up now and go, well, what are we going to do here? Because we are losing a lot of footballers to tragic accidents, car accidents. We're either losing them, or they're losing their lives, or we're losing time that they should have on the pitch or in training due to these car accidents. So that's something I just wanted to flag up in this video. And the key video was the pay tribute. The key point to the video was the pay tribute to Jota, because I'm trying not to get tribal here. I'm a Liverpool fan, as you can see here, but I'm trying to keep it about Jota and how to protect footballers and how we could better protect them, But there is a part of me that's a Liverpool supporter, a Liverpool fan. Well, we're going on. I'm in my 40s now. I'm giving away age. Giving away my age on YouTube. But we're talking about 37, 38 years now. I've been for 39 years. I've been a Liverpool fan / supporter, and it's gonna hurt. Yes. More on that later, though. I'm not gonna get too personal because it's. On the personal note, it has taken me time to do this video because I can't get my head wrapped around it. And here's the key thing. The tributes have been beautiful. And talking about the tributes, got to big up all the Portuguese footballers. People are expecting, no, we can't look at what's expected. Big up all the Portuguese footballers for their tributes. Have to have a special mention to the Manchester United and Everton fans that took their time out to put their flags and shirts down up there at Anfield. I've seen videos of it online, but I've had a mate that went up there and he filmed it, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, TV doesn't tell the full story. I would love to go there. I'm here in London, but I've seen footage of the whole area and it's amazing. So a massive big up to all football fans, by the way, not just Everton and Manchester United, but anybody that knows about the Liverpool rivalry of those clubs. For those fans to put football aside, and I've seen it on television. They do get their flowers. They do get recognition, and they deserve it. Well done. And I mean, it just well done. Because as a Liverpool supporter, you look at it and think, wow, that's what human nature really is. That's what being human is when you can put away feelings and rivalries and opinions, and you can say, no, this man's life deserves for some recognition. And just to sneak something in there, can we start recognizing people just in general more for their successes? But that's a social matter. But keep it football. The tributes have been amazing, and it's a case of some of us will move on quicker than others. Family, his mum, his children, his family. There's no limit on mourning. It could take days, weeks, months, years. The football community. It could take years. We don't know. But one key thing I've not heard mentioned, I'm going to mention it here, is how does Liverpool Football Club move on now? The key thing is we'll never move on is the answer to that question, by the way. But the key thing that has to be commended with Liverpool, apparently they have one side said they terminate the contract, another side said they're going to honor it, but the CEO did come out and say the family will be they were given the funds. So his contract, and this is, I've got to salute the club, and I'm not being biased here. They're going to pay out the rest of that contract to the family, to support the family. That is just commendable. That's amazing. The number 20 shirt, wore number 20, won number 20, and I say it with a little bit of a smile because that's what he did for the club. His contribution of goals, important goals at crucial times in the season, won the league with Liverpool. So they're going to retire the shirt now. If that's been confirmed, because again, certain people say that it's in discussion. Some people say no, it's been confirmed, it will happen. But either way, it's amazing way to tribute and recognize someone for their talents. So with all that said, again, player protection is needed. We need to start to look at ways to protect these players when they're going to and from training, and to and from home. Obviously, they're gonna. It's, to me, that's their responsibility. But I do believe if it's club associated, even in Jota's situation, let's protect these players better. Let's get them drivers to drive them to and from, because too many of these accidents are happening. And again, just pull up your smartphone or your tablet or PC, get onto the internet, and you'll see there's a lot of car crashes. It's becoming more regular, and I'm hoping the relevant associations are noticing and will do something about it. Now, before I end the video, I just want to personally say thank you, Diogo José da Silva. Thank you for your contribution to Liverpool Football Club, those important goals. And it's going to be, I'm going to try to be up there in anything I can be. We're going to feel it, Liverpool fans and supporters. This is my appeal to us, that we keep his name alive. But we will feel it when it's the first home game. I've said this to quite a few people I've spoken to. But when the Liverpool fans are going to feel it the most, and is when we're introduced on that first home game. Can I introduce to you your Premier League champions, Liverpool FC, and then they go through the players' names, and you look down at the lineup, and Jota's not going to stand in there. That's when we're going to feel it the most. I've spoken to a few Liverpool fans, and they're like, "Oh wow, didn't even think of that." Yeah, because we won't. And I don't think moving on is the right term to be used. So I apologize if that offends anyone. I think it's what do we do next? And how do we continue his legacy? My next appeal is I asked Liverpool Football Club, all the social media outlets. I'm a new YouTuber, I'm new to this, but there's more expert guides. The Portuguese FA, the Premier League, the English FA, need to put a tribute video of all the tributes, key tributes if you want to, all the managers and all the footballers that have done tributes, along with all these goals. I know he scored about 147 of them, then 150 great goals. I mean, some of them are tap in, some of them are, just get it done, but there are amazing goals in that list for club and country, and put that in a montage for his children, because his children are the ones that are going to feel it the most. And that's what needs to happen next for them. Because they're going to have to get to a point where, what next? And, I don't know if they call him Papa or Papi or, or Dad or, but they're going to need to be able to put a DVD on or go on some sort of device and go, what was my dad about? What was my legacy? Because those children, that's who I feel it for the most. But come on, guys. Social media outlets, especially the Liverpool ones, Wolverhampton, sorry, not to forget you guys. Wolves, team up with Liverpool, team up with the social media guys, team up with the relevant football broadcasters, and get some proper tribute done where, again, like I say, players, managers, people that knew him do tributes and showcase his goals and what he did for the community. So, the children can have something to hold on to. Come out to 19 minutes, so I'm going to wrap up. I realised that, again, I'm going to keep it short. Just wanted to get those things out. But again, thank you, Diogo Jota, for what you've done for Liverpool Football Club. Thank you for what you brought to the game of football, for the joy you brought to Liverpool fans, Wolverhampton fans, Portuguese fans, Porto fans, Atletico Madrid. I've got to mention you. Yes, you did sign him. He didn't play, but he still contributed to your club, you know what I mean? And then to Pascal de Figueira, his first club. Thank you, Jota, for what you've done for those clubs, and thank you for the great memories, because you're going to be missed. And that number 20 shirt needs to be retired. And anytime we remember, wow, Liverpool won their 20th league title, top league title, you know, you'll always be remembered. And like, key thing with Liverpool, you work hard for the club. You don't have to be the best success. You don't have to win a league title and a cup. You work hard on that football pitch and you will be remembered. So just for his hard work alone, Liverpool fans will always love and remember Jota like we remember many of the footballers down the years. I've always said he reminds me of Dirk Kuyt. If I remember remember Dirk Kuyt, he was a hard, he was like an engine. And you got round that front of the pitch, you know, the third half of the pitch. Wow, he got round there. That's who reminds me of there. So Jota, thank you, and you'll be remembered. My hearts and prayers go out to his family, his mum, his father, and the rest of his family. And I definitely salute the Portuguese team, because you guys have shown what brotherhood looks like when you take professionalism and, you know, your personal compadre football and you bring it to the man. You know, you know what I mean? They were able to bring them both to the forefront and show people this is not just us playing football, we are brothers. So got to big up the Portuguese national team, country of Portugal. My heart goes out to you guys, and I'm just praying that you guys find comfort, whoever you believe in, you know, wherever your background, your belief system is. Just hope you find peace and you're able to, you know, take your time to, you know, to go to whatever's next, you know. But with that said, guys, thank you for watching. I'm hoping, please like and comment and subscribe. And it's been a hard few days and it's going to get harder, but there's a season where it will get easier, and we'll get to the period of time where we could celebrate him more, remember him more. But the pain is just deep right now. So I will end here, and many blessings to those who associate with Diogo, with Jota. So Diogo, sorry, De Silva, and thoughts got praise to go back with you. Thank you very much.